Hello everyone, I've got tons of zucchini and I've also got a big bag of chocolate chips. And I also found a cookbook that promises I can put both of those together. So I'm a little skeptical, but it really looks good. So let's go ahead and start and see if we can make zucchini into a really good chocolate dessert. Here's what it's hopefully gonna look like. And good thing for us, it has limited ingredients. So I already pulled everything out that I'm gonna need, including a cup of tea. And I picked some fresh lemon verbena out of my herb garden today. So I'm gonna put that in there and let that steep to flavor it. Now this looks like it's going to be one of the easier recipes we've had on the channel. We just grate this up and then mix everything together into this bowl. And those are exactly the kind of recipes I like when it's kind of hot outside or you've had a lot to do and you're kind of tired. But at the same time, you still have produce you need to use up and you kind of want a snack. Now the hardest part of this is over. And now we just get to throw everything together in this bowl. First, we've got our almond butter. You need 1 egg. You'll need some Himalayan pink salt. And vanilla. We're going to use coconut sugar, so I don't expect this dessert is going to be tooth-achingly sweet. We're going to give this a really good mix. Then we're going to add the stars of the show, our large zucchini and our chocolate chips. Now we're going to line an 8x8 with parchment paper. And pour our mixture inside. Now I'm a little skeptical about how this is going to turn out, but we're going to give it the benefit of the doubt because if it works, this is going to be a really fun way to use up zucchini. And in the oven this goes. I thought you might want a closer look at this cookbook. This one is gluten-free, dairy-free, refined sugar-free recipes. And so far it's been pretty fun to cook out of and pretty tasty. She's got some interesting recipes in here. Most of them are very veggie, heavy based. So if you do have a garden, this is a good way to use up a lot of that produce that you might have. Because she does feature a lot of recipes that, you can use up quite a bit of produce in. And it looks really good. And if you are, dairy-free and gluten-free, you can have an entire cookbook kind of dedicated to not using those products, so you don't have to do any substitutions. This one in particular looks pretty good. Chickpea fries. I haven't tried this one yet, but we may have to put this on the channel too, if any of you would like to see that, because it does look really interesting. One thing I do like about it too is she's got a lot of snacks in here. When you're gluten-free and dairy-free, sometimes, finding snacks can be kind of hard. So that is something I appreciate. So there you go, a quick little look through, just in case, you are dairy-free, gluten-free. This might be something you would be interested in, especially for the snacks and desserts, because, like I said, that can be kind of hard for people to find. So something that's kind of fun. I got this used on eBay for just a few dollars, so it's easy to find, and if that's something you're interested in, I would definitely check that out. Ooh, and I think we're done. I doubted this, but look how beautiful this is. It did rise. It looks really nice and set. So now the hard part is just letting it cool off before we get to dig in. Oh, it's time to cut us a piece. Certainly smells good, so I do have high hopes for this one. All right, let's give this experiment a try. Okay, just like I thought, it's not overly sweet. Now, I will say that the texture is not what I expected. It's a little bit spongy, kind of odd. I think it's just because there's no flour in it. So you're not really getting that cake texture, I guess, or bread texture. But the taste is really good. The peanut butter and the chocolate are really good together. So I am going to say this is good, but do expect the texture to be a little bit different than what you probably are used to or what you think it's going to be. But Mitch is going to be coming out for his lunch break, so let's go ahead and let him try it and see what he thinks about it and if he notices that the flour is missing. All right, Mitch, go for it. Can you guess what is and isn't in it?
No, it's kind of like a pudding.
Okay, yeah. It's like the texture is kind of like a pudding.
Yeah. I'm guessing chocolate chips.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like a zucchini bread recipe? So
Yeah.
Zucchini, nuts. I have no idea what kind of flour you used. Beyond that, I have no idea.
Okay, so no flour. And I did use a lot of zucchini, and you did get the nuts sort of correct. It's peanut butter or almond butter. But yeah, so what do you think about the taste and maybe the texture?
The texture's a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, I was expecting a bread.
Yeah.
And I got kind of like, it just like disintegrates into mush. So it's kind of like, more like a kind of thick pudding. With bits in it.
With bits in it. You're not making it very appetizing.
I mean, if you like, I mean, the taste overall isn't bad. The texture is just what makes it a little weird because it wasn't what I was expecting.
So maybe it could benefit from a little gluten-free flour, maybe?
Something to kind of like firm it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like make it a more solid thing. Because like, I do think it's like, the taste is good though. Like, and the texture's not like, I don't know, maybe if you refrigerated it and then it would like be a little bit more like a solid thing when you get into it. I don't know. But like, it kind of reminds me of tapioca pudding where you get like the little rice bits or something in it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we had a good but maybe on the texture for me and a good but not so maybe texture from you. I mean, yeah, I definitely think the like texture needs improvement.
Okay, so that was one of our experiments in gluten-free baking, which I don't think it went too bad, and we managed to use up a zucchini. We will eat this, so it's good. It's just not our favorite texture-wise.
Yeah.
So, Mitch, you want to do the outro?
What do I do?
Just say, we'll see you next week, and bye.
All right, so we'll see you next week. Bye.
And if you like historical cooking and unusual cookbooks, here's 2 more videos you might enjoy. And make sure to like and subscribe for more foodie adventures.